Welcome back to National Report. The Trump administration has approved Oklahoma's waiver seeking to limit what SNAP recipients can buy with food stamps. Under the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP, participants will be banned from purchasing unhealthy foods starting in January.
Yeah, that ban includes foods like candy and soft drinks such as soda. There's a lot of sugar there. This comes after several other states seeking similar waivers in an effort to encourage Americans to pick healthier food options. With that, we'll welcome in Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt joining us now. Governor, always great to see you, and thank you so much for coming on this Tuesday with us here. What is your reaction, just in general here, of this waiver getting approved?
Well, first off, thanks for having me on, and it's so great to have some common sense back in the White House. You know, in the Biden administration, we could never get these common sense waivers done, and really in Oklahoma, it's pretty common sense that if we're going to be spending taxpayer dollars, we want that to go for nutritional foods. We want to make sure that people are healthy, eating healthy. And so using SNAP benefits to buy, soda pop, chips, candy, confectionery items, we didn't think in Oklahoma that made much sense. So we just applaud the Trump administration, Secretary Rollins for signing off on that waiver. And the other thing we did is we made sure that all the state-sponsored meals were getting rid of food dye in school lunches, also lunches we prepare in our Department of Corrections. So just trying to make Oklahoma healthy again and following Secretary Kennedy's lead on this.
Yes, speaking for myself, you don't even know what's in some of the foods that you purchase, or that dyes could actually be harmful. You don't need the bright colors, right, if it's going to taste all the same. So we'll watch and see what happens. That's supposed to be in January, right? And will that be automatic?
Yeah, absolutely. It's already been approved, so we're working on all the details, and so it'll go into effect in January. And it's funny. One of my teenage daughters saw it on social media, and she said, "Dad, you're banning, pop." And I'm like, "No, honey. If you want to get a job and buy soda pop yourself and candy, go knock yourself out." I said, "These are state dollars that we're paying, and we're not going to allow people to waste state taxpayer dollars on sugary drinks, that kind of stuff. This is supposed to go towards nutritional food." And so then she was like, "Oh, that makes total sense." And so again, people try to spin this like this is a bad deal. If you want to get a job and buy all the 64-ounce Cokes you want, go for it. But these are state dollars, and we think that's total common sense.
You bring up an issue that we have in the news media, where I'll have people talk to me about news stories and read me the headline. And I have to say, no, there's more to the story. We're not banning soda. This is actually what really happened. And here's what recently happened. You assumed a new leadership position on the national stage. I wanted the viewers to know this, that you were elected and you have taken over as the chair of the National Governors Association, very important group here. But the big initiative of yours, and correct me if this is incorrect, is Reigniting the American Dream. What does that entail, Governor?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a huge honor to represent all the nation's governors. So that's Republicans, Democrats from all over the country, and just leading with some common sense and some conservative values. And what I talk about is reigniting the American dream. And what does that mean to make sure that's available for the next 250 years? And it's going to coincide with our anniversary of our country. And so we're really excited to tell these American dream stories. No matter where you come from, the idea that we want you to have a better life than your parents did. And we want to make sure that through hard work and entrepreneurship, you're only limited by your imagination. And everything is possible in America. Yeah. And people are flooding, and people want to come to our country because it's the land of opportunity. And basically, that's because of our free market, limited government policies, where you're not determined by who you're born to or a class system like it's so prevalent in other countries. But in America, it doesn't matter who your parents are. You can go work hard and achieve your American dream. And that's what we're promoting. And it's about education, entrepreneurship, free markets, energy, unlocking the energy revolution and making sure that we have the power to power our dreams. So all those things are going to come together, and really it's something we can all get really excited about as Americans.
American.